Thank you, Alex. More Angelenos standing in solidarity with Cubans today at a rally in Carson. They're joining a nationwide movement demanding more action from the U.S. against the government of Cuba for their crackdown on protesters. Eyewitness News reporter Leanne Suter live with more. Leanne.
Veronica, it's those new sanctions as well as those decades-old sanctions that protesters say need to be ended. They say it's time the U.S. government steps up and helps those living in Cuba. Protesters taking to the streets for a car caravan through Carson dubbed Hands Off Cuba. Local Cuban Americans and supporters making their voices heard, demanding an end to the long-standing embargo against Cuba.
With these restrictions that were in place for the last 60 years and tightened under the last administration with Donald Trump, it's been very, very difficult for the Cuban people, for them to receive food, for them to have Cuban Americans send them money.
The Biden administration has said it would revive travel between the U.S. and Cuba and make it easier to send money to relatives, but that hasn't happened. The president, though, has added new sanctions against the Cuban government for its violent crackdown on demonstrators who are demanding more freedom, food, and health care.
The people of the United States want an end to the blockade, as do Cuban Americans.
Local activists joining in today as part of a nationwide effort. In D.C., a massive caravan of Cuban Americans rallying in front of the White House after traveling from Miami. The group delivering more than 50,000 petitions to President Biden calling for the U.S. to take action. Protesters say it's more important than ever that U.S. residents be able to help those in Cuba, especially in the battle against COVID-19.
It's really difficult for Cuba right now to administer their own vaccine because they don't have enough syringes for their people. Their vaccine requires 3 doses, so they need at least 3 syringes per person, but getting syringes to Cuba is really difficult because of the blockade and sanctions against the country.
Local protesters have been gathering on the last Sunday of every month since January to get their message out. They say they will continue to do that until the U.S. takes action. Reporting live, Leanne Suter, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Leanne, thank you.